Hi, this is Minna from The Foolish Couple. We created FoCo Academy to guide and mentor people to achieve true health and healthy relationships through nutrition, exercise, mindset, and lifestyle changes. This week, we're going to talk about a few health myths. Many years ago, when I was still in college, I actually spent one summer in the hospital, not because I was sick, but because my own grandfather was in the late stages of Alzheimer's, and since it was summer holidays, I figured I'll go visit him every day. I fed him dinner, I talked to him. But every day, as I walked into his hospital room, I would have to reintroduce myself to him again, because he did not recognize who I was. So every day, he treated me like a total stranger who was nice enough to go and spend some time with him. During that time, I was under the impression that that's what happens when people get old. And I'm sure many of you actually probably think the same way. When people get old, they started to lose the memory, the hearing, the vision, the teeth, the health. But then I started to ask myself, just exactly how old is considered old? Because I've seen really old people who are over 100 years of age, who are still active and still have a clear mind, who can still swim every day, they walk for miles, and they hang out with their friends and family. On the other side of the spectrum, I'm hearing my own friends and clients who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, who are already complaining about how they're old and that their bodies are breaking down, that they have aches and pains all over the bodies, that they don't sleep well at night, and the digestive system are not functioning well, and that their memory is deteriorating. So to us, this notion of being old seems to differ from person to person. It is not imminent. Your chronological age may be high, but it doesn't mean that your biological age has to be old as well. What I mean is that you do not need to look and feel your age. In many cases, you can look and feel many years younger than your actual age. And to be honest, we get very annoyed when we hear people use the age as an excuse. You probably do too. Because age has nothing to do with the aches and pains. It's just the years of neglect in their bodies and minds that is causing them all the aches and pains and memory loss. A 60-year-old person has the same capacity to build muscle tone as a 30-year-old person. But that's only true if you keep building your lean muscle mass. The difference between a healthy person and an unhealthy person is really about their nutrition levels, their exercises, the sleep, and how well they cope with stress. We believe that getting older doesn't have to mean looking and feeling older. And there are many people that can prove this over and over again. My own aunt, who is probably around 75 years old now, she can still kick our butt in the game of tennis. Also, even if you're already feeling like an old person, it doesn't have to stay that way. We've seen a 70-year-old woman who was hunchbacked and totally unhealthy. She picked up yoga and diligently practiced yoga every day. 6 months later, she is walking with a straight back like a brand new person, looking and feeling years younger than what she really was. Even memory loss can be reversed if you exercise your brain and feed it with good nutrition. So the key is, if you take good care of your health, there is no reason why you need to live in pain and suffering. The fact is, when you are in pain, you're not the only person who suffers. The people around you also suffers with you, emotionally and financially. And if you're only in your 50s and 60s, you may well have another 30 to 40 years to live in pain. Is that how you want to live? Is that how you want your family to live? Alright, next time we'll talk about another health myth. Until next time, love what you live and live what you love.